What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, it's very early in the morning. But hey, my name is Chris Moore and we're working on a 2014 Yamaha R6. For those of you who are new to the channel, thanks for joining us. Be sure to subscribe if you liked the video. We've got, like I said, this 2014 R6. It's got a GYTR exhaust. That is the factory Yamaha aftermarket slip-on, I guess you would say. It does have a cat delete pipe, so it's the factory header, but someone has deleted the catalytic converter, and like I said, just a slip-on exhaust system. So we're going to be doing a ECU flash and tune on this bike today. It only has 8,000 miles. The bike's in very good shape, and we're going to see what we can get out of this thing. Yamaha's got a lot of different parameters in the ECU on it that we can adjust, and so I think we can get some nice gains out of this thing. We're going to do the baseline pull here in just a second, see what it has totally bone stock. A lot of you guys, if you have an R6, you know too that these things, when they're cold, they crank up, they cut off, they crank up, they cut off. They're very cold natured, kind of aggravating when they're cold. We're going to try to fix all that stuff too. Now, of course, I won't be able to demonstrate that in the video because it's already warmed up and we're not gonna have time to let it cool off. So anyways, but this will be a cure for that, or we'll make that much better. All right, guys, let's get this thing fired up and get rolling. Just kind of let you hear it run, hear it idle. So you can hear the hesitation in the throttle. We're going to try our best to fix all that stuff. Let's see what we can do. Alright guys, baseline pull, everything is untouched. We're going to see what this thing horsepower wise and just air fuel ratio. If I had to take a guess, it's crazy lean. So you can hear the hesitation in the throttle. That's just where the bike's not getting enough fuel. Alright guys, so I wanted to take a second and show you what we got going on in the ECU. So you can see the bike made 105 horsepower. You can see the horsepower curve is kind of sort of all over the place. But look at one of the main things here. So you see we make the 105 horsepower here. That's at 13,500 RPMs. Well, if we open up the software for the ECU, you can see we have the electronic valve table. You see we have the gear here. we go to 13,500 RPMs, which is here. And then I'll scroll across. 100%. After that, we go to 91 and 84 and 82%. So as the bike, I guess you'd say, goes higher in the RPMs, the electronic throttle valve starts closing back off, resulting in our horsepower going back down. Come on, Yamaha, leave us alone. Let us go wide open. All right, guys, so we're getting the flashing process almost finished up. We're gonna show you guys some more runs here in just a second as the ECU flashes. So the Yamaha, once we dig into it a little more, has ignition timing restrictions. So once we remove those restrictions, that seemed to help that out too. Also inside the air box on the Yamaha, under the gas tank where the air filter is, it has what they call adjustable velocity stacks. That's the little, I guess you would say, like air tubes in the air box that feed the engine with air. Well, those velocity stacks, they move up and down. They're electronic. Yamaha is the only bike on the market that has that, and those things are adjustable. With those things, give us that crazy power curve. So you see the bike go up, make horsepower, and those things shift and move. And honestly, I do not know why Yamaha does that. I guess it gives it more low-end, mid-range, and torque for going around a racetrack, coming out of corners, stuff like that. But for just normal horsepower and tuning, that's a complete pain in the butt. So anyways, we are smoothing that out, adjusting those things. We can actually move the power curve on the bike, and that's what we've been doing now. And the bike is getting really close. We're about to do another pull, show you guys what we got so far. For those of you who are maybe interested in this ECU flash, right here is where the ECU sits. So literally it's a 2-minute job to remove the ECU. Just pop your seat bolts out. The ECU's sitting literally right here. Just unplug it, mail it in. We flash it, we get you running wide open the whole entire time. And boom, just like that, you got extra horsepower and a much smoother, better starting riding bike. All right, guys, take a close listen at how much better the bike just responds to the throttle and how much better it runs now that we got the flash done. Guys, hopefully this is the final pull on the R6. We're crossing our fingers super tight. We're trying to get the all-elusive 110 horsepower. So far we're at 109. Hopefully we got what it takes to get 110. We'll see what happens. right, so we got the R6 all finished up. Overall, this thing came out a pretty big gainer. So on a 600, you're never gonna gain tremendous amounts of actual horsepower and numbers on a tune. But the smaller numbers is a big difference on these bikes. So you can see this is our pull number 1. We went from 105 horsepower to the last pull, we went 109.73. And you can see out here, we went from 98 horsepower to 107 horsepower. We went from 98 to 106. So we definitely got some big gains. There's 100 and 108. Out here, we went from 98 to 104.91, almost 105. So overall, that's a huge difference. And that stuff, not only that is gonna smooth it out in the mid-range, make it drive and cruise much better, as well as fix this all elusive starting issue that all the R6s have. They all start up crappy, especially when they're cold. Start up, choke down, start up, choke down. Hopefully we got all that fixed. Definitely makes a huge difference as far as the smoothness. They're just way short on fuel. In other words, they're not getting enough fuel once you put the aftermarket exhaust on. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. As always, we appreciate it. Smash that like button. See you next time. Have a good one, guys. See ya.